Some people are visual, means they learn visually, they're very visual. Some people are auditory, and some are kinesthetic. Now there are a couple of others, but we're going to keep it to this simple. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Which those in the trade simply call VAK. And we're a mixture, of course. Now, if you're calling somebody on a phone and they answer the phone, hello, would you say, hi, this is Brian? No. You want to match as best possible the voice. Now, I'll give you some of the characteristics of the visual, auditory, kinesthetic. I'd just like you all to sit up straight. Just sit up straight. Look straight ahead. That's how a visual person would be. Now, just tilt your head a little bit and bob it a little. That's an auditory. And just slouch down. That's a kinesthetic. Kinesthetic means body. It means feelings. A kinesthetic person usually has a deeper voice. Usually talks like Fred Gordon, just like that. But a visual person is going to talk like that. The eyes are open. They're going to be speaking very quickly. Okay? And an auditory person is going to speak in a very musical way, and the head's going to bob, and they'll listen to you like this. Right? That's an auditory person. So if you watch for those clues, then if you want to establish good communication, match that. Match the physiology if you can. Match the way they speak. The kinds of words they use. A visual person might say something like, I see what you mean. I'll look into that. And an auditory person says, yeah, I hear you. Yeah. A kinesthetic might say, I got a handle on that. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to read you a couple of things here. See if you can guess what these are. Okay, let's just grab a couple here. The future looks bright. Okay. The solution flashed before my eyes. I can't put my finger on it. Hold on a second. He's calling the tune. Loud and clear. You get the idea. That's visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Now, what does this have to do with learning? A heck of a lot. A heck of a lot. Because that indicates how you learn. It indicates you take information in a certain way. So let's say the teacher or corporate trainer is visual. Part of that class is not visual. Up to, I've heard two different statistics, but one of them says up to 80% of high school dropouts are kinesthetic. A kinesthetic person needs to feel, to move, to touch, to experience, to learn. That's how a kinesthetic person learns. So guess what we do? We have classes in rows, and you sit there, and you sit still. Don't be so antsy in your chair. Don't move around. You sit there. Why have I had you stand up about every 10 or 15 minutes? Because many people in this room are kinesthetic. We're all a share of it anyway. We have some in us. So the more we move, the more we learn. And it takes care of that need to move. Unfortunately, some of those kids sitting in those rows that are a little bit antsy get labeled. Some are labeled ADHD. Ooh. Some are put on the drugs. And you know those drugs are amphetamines. I mean, golly. That's not the way to do it. So a teacher, a wise teacher and corporate trainer, remember this, corporate trainers, is recognize that you've got a mixture of visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Get some movement in there. Make sure you've got some things.